Sean Combs has been hit with a slew of new civil lawsuits, accusing him of 6 victims, one of them a 16-year-old boy. This seems like every day the scandal gets bigger and worse for him.
But we really are just getting to the beginning of everything. I want to be clear, the press and the media and the public at large is shocked by what's happened. There are a lot of people who have been named that have not been brought to heel. 65% of Americans no longer trust the mainstream media. The Diddy case is a perfect example as to why that is. And yet behind the scenes, everyone knew that this is what he was engaged in. This was an open secret in Hollywood. This man was allowed to be with every presidential candidate. He was allowed to throw parties. He was hailed as a hero. People at the upper echelons of society and politics knew about this and they were okay with it. Kanye last year said that he was a Fed and started speaking about some of these allegations. He was simply dismissed as crazy. He was acting a part like Jeffrey Epstein, in which he was collecting blackmail over various people that were in Hollywood. And I think also the silence of certain individuals like LeBron James is quite deafening. Although there are some more big names that are going to have to answer.
Understood. All get it all, get it all.
And makes her take off her clothes out of a bag, out of a fanny pack to be specific. And then he takes what she believes is some type of liquid substance and he squirts it at her. And she actually didn't specify even baby oil. She just said he just started squirting it at her. Then she realized that it was some type of lubricant or oil. That's when, after she was covered in this oil, that's when the began with Mr. Combs.
Scandal surrounding Diddy has sent shockwaves through Hollywood, leaving people wondering just how far the power and corruption really go. But this isn't just about Justin Bieber, leaked tapes, or the big names involved. It runs much deeper, messier, and more disturbing than anyone expected. With each new revelation, more of Hollywood's darkest secrets come to light, revealing a hidden world of control, manipulation, and shocking exploitation.
A woman approaches Diddy and says, hey, this is going to make you look like a monster. We're going to be releasing a tell-all book about this woman's experience with Diddy over all the years. You don't want that book to get out there, you can buy the exclusive rights to it for $30 million. Catch and kill this book. It's not just stuff that makes for good print. These are civil claims that we can bring and we can win millions of dollars. Woman comes back with a lawyer. We're going to file a civil lawsuit against you. Diddy's team says, okay, bring the lawsuit. So after those things happened, a line of people came with stories. They bring the lawsuit and within like hours, it's settled for, surprise, surprise, $30 million. If she got 30 mil, what can I get off this guy? I was there, I saw this, I heard that. And that then led to a federal investigation.
All Jennifer Lopez had to do was marry a white boy, people to stop remembering that she had a gun in her pocketbook. That bullet came from the gun that was in her hand. And not once has she spoken up. She had gunshot residue on her hands the night that Natanya was shot. Betterment of that woman. Not once has she donated to her family or for her medical bills that she's still paying. He was afraid that maybe one day they would open the case and she still has the bullet fragments in her face, like J-Lo has said nothing or say something in her defense to stop Puffy from gaslighting her. You really thought that just running off and marrying Ben Affleck was going to take you out of the Diddy downfall? She sat there and cried like a baby. I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to go to jail. Benny Medina put her with that drunk white boy. Sean Combs has done to their lives. And you're trying to avoid your part in the story or the fact that you never spoke up. What happens to Cassie if J-Lo had said something? The diddler back then. Because that situation happened in the late 90s. He didn't get with Cassie until 2009, 15 years after he was with Jennifer. Cassie would never have gone through what she's gone through about the that she suffered in a relationship with Sean Combs. J-Lo being a stand is Cassie not getting punted in a hallway.
He will find me.
What started as quiet whispers about Diddy's alleged activities has exploded into a full-scale nightmare, rocking Hollywood to its core. Top stars and insiders are now scrambling to protect themselves as the truth begins to surface. Here's the breakdown. Rumor has it that Diddy wasn't just dabbling in shady business. He was allegedly selling compromising tapes of some of the biggest names in the industry. Yes, tapes capturing Hollywood's elite caught in unthinkable situations behind closed doors. And the stars linked to these dealings? We're talking household names, A-listers you'd never imagine. With every new piece of the puzzle, the scandal gets darker, wilder, and harder to wrap your head around.
Don't know what happens to the white man when he comes to a P. Diddy party. This is what happens to the white man.
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you.
There's a video. You know?
B50. We out here. Man of the
We wanted to get the people out that didn't want to party. So we got the politics out the way. Yeah. So if you with me and you know how, we got the love and the respect out the way. Now it's time to party. Party. Let's party!
If you don't understand what love is, just look at him. Look at this room. You know, if you in this room, that's what love is.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the legend Usher in the building.
You know, Puffy is somebody that I've been in love with. I looked up to him, and he taught me so much.
The applause should be for, but I want to say one thing. This man has been the motivation for this entire movement. Since the day I met you, man, you've been the light that has guided me.
affiliated with P. Diddy. Join Diddy for his freak off.
LeBron just did the unspeakable. He went to a Diddy party.
It's your birthday, man. Where do you get the man that has everything, LeBron?
No, I don't hear anything at all. Nope. Definitely not hearing LeBron James on the subject of Diddy, which is weird. So why stay mum on your boy? That's my question. He speaks out about virtually every other topic. Nobody asks his opinion. He gives his opinion. He's lecturing us. He's called the...
Were you involved with Diddy during his wild escapades? Did you take part in those notorious parties?
Just for inspirational motivation and uses only, you know what I'm saying? You don't know a lot of black men that come from the hood, they got an island. I got an island, it's called Love Island. Yeah, I have an island. What was going through your head when we were going there?
I was gonna go to war by this nigga, he mad.
When I took you to Love Island, and then you realized that, you know, the plane landed and then we had to float to another island. What was your favorite time that I took you off the grid? When you going off the grid with me, you gotta go to sleep for a week.
Yeah, cause it's definitely giving us sleep.
He used to be your security guard who said that when you were dating J-Lo, Will Smith and Jada tried to pick her up on and you were gonna pick up Will Smith.
This show has gotten crazier since the last time I
You're telling me I can't believe everything I read?
What? I don't know what you're talking about. You really heard that? Nah.
Well, yeah, I watched it on the internet.
Jimmy, I thought we was friends. Where did this?
Make some noise if you've been here before. Don't mean y'all should be extra tight. Enjoy life. This is a celebration of life. This is a legendary white party. It's the real white party. Get extra comfortable.
Don't know what happens to the white man when he comes to a P. Diddy party. This is what happens to the white man. And that's James from Simeon Mobile Disco. He is an actual DJ's not supposed to pass out. Matt, move out the way. You're still alive. Look at that. Look. Would you put the drink on his head? Yeah, put the drink on his head. There you go. There it is. But when they come to one of my parties, this is what happens to them. I put them to sleep. Next day, right?
We need alcohols. Right. Alcohols. Right. Oh no, I don't know if guys have noticed this. Like a lot of ladies drink water at parties. They gotta keep them there. Right. You need locks on the doors. Broccoli, but just check it out. You need a lot of heat. A lot of heat. Heat affects the alcohol, and it also affects, like, you know, everybody gets a little bit more comfortable and loose. Builds up a nice little sweat. Depends on the way you look at it. People start getting gets kind of sexy. Is that what you're saying?
Him nor his kids would profit from anything from Bad Boy or Sean Puffy Combs again. His kids is gonna suffer behind it. He was talking about taking his life at the City College thing. He ain't no good to nobody if he talking about hurting himself. His life don't belong to him. His life belonged to God. It's worked its way towards God now, for real, and not that devil.
Insiders are speaking up, and the truth is chilling. One of the most unsettling rumors involves a major female artist allegedly appearing in one of these tapes. Though her identity remains hidden, just the speculation has people in a frenzy. Then there's attorney Ariel Mitchell, who revealed a horrifying story. This woman reportedly escaped a terrifying night at Diddy's Atlanta home. The disturbing details have only intensified the public's outcry, with everyone demanding answers as new allegations pile up, but it gets even worse. The scandal took an even darker turn when Texas attorney Tony Busby entered the scene. Busby represents over 100 alleged victims, each with stories more horrifying than the last. According to him, Diddy's methods were nothing short of monstrous. He allegedly used xylazine, a potent horse tranquilizer, to incapacitate victims. Yes, you heard that right. A drug meant for animals was reportedly used on people in one of the most horrifying abuses of power imaginable. Even more disturbing is the revelation that some victims were as young as 9 years old. Just think about that for a second. One especially heartbreaking case involved a young person lured to New York with promises of a record deal at Bad Boy Records, only to be subjected to unimaginable trauma. The level of manipulation it takes to offer dreams of fame and deliver such devastation is beyond sickening. What's more frightening is that this might only be the beginning. With every new piece of information, it feels like one of Hollywood's most powerful figures is unraveling before our eyes. But the real question is, how deep does this darkness go? And how many more victims are still out there, waiting to be heard?
New things have you found that maybe we should know about? Everybody in the music industry and everybody in Hollywood knew about this. I know about the cameras that I would never go to and I was warned not to go to. Okay, it's no secret. I knew about this guy when I was in Hollywood, and there's some other people that I know that have these type of parties, and everybody knew. Look at how many videos, and everybody praised them. Oh, it's not a secret. I'm tired of everybody playing this game. All the videos are surfacing with him and Diddy and all these people. Even Usher, he deleted a bunch of I think 7,000 tweets, deleted his Twitter account, deleted it, right? Or took everything down, and then came back a day later and he put account got hacked, and damn, y'all ran with it. These demons hide in plain sight, like Diddy. He said on Howard Stern, at 13 years old, your parents are sending you to a camp with a grown man, Pat. Are you freaking nuts? I don't care how famous he is. And then you got a video of Usher and Diddy in his bedroom with Kevin Hart, and he's interviewing him in the morning, and then he catches himself. And it's a moment where they're all laughing, and it's all a joke. And he said, I would wake up in the morning with Usher.
You ever been to one of Diddy parties?
Yeah, I've been in attendance. Not, hey, what? Working for?
I ain't seen that.
I ain't been in attendance.
We never been. We just asked him.
Yeah. I mean, it was a party. I wasn't at one of them parties. I have been in attendance at a puff party. You know what I'm saying? I've been in attendance. Yeah. The party I went to, it was girls just turn up, you know what I'm saying? The regulars, you know what I mean?
Oh, that's crazy.
You know,
when you doing lying when you say, I ain't been to one of them parties. Wait, what party?
I have been to the house parties where there have been extra police working as security, armed security. Think about it. Beyonce's on the other side of the gate. Jay-Z's on the other side of the gate. People are trying to get in that party. Every major celebrity, the Kardashians on the other side of the gate, where Tyrese is performing and Demi Moore and Ashton Kutcher are swinging on swings. First Diddy party I went to was at Prince's house. So you want to go to Prince's house to the Diddy party. Diddy didn't let you bring your security in the party. That is the one thing that I thought was odd. I mean, I saw Jay-Z and T.D. Jakes in there, every major celebrity you can think of who may or may not get along. You know, I came one time with my security, and no other security other than Diddy's security is allowed to be inside. See this unfold. My wonder is, well, why weren't people able to have their protection? Diddy is not the only person that has these parties where they have people ranking a bunch of women. What happens after everybody's gone? These guys want to have a bunch of women around, and what happens when you mix that and other things when the regular party goes?
The entertainment industry's glamorous exterior is crumbling, revealing a far more sinister reality. Despite the serious allegations against him, Diddy remains defiant, denying all claims and insisting on his innocence. But with more victims stepping forward, his denials are becoming harder to believe.
I was home.
Was recently contacted by someone who wanted me to sale of one of the Diddy tapes.
You're saying that there's tapes and they're being shopped?
Yes, there have been people already shopping.
We've heard about the tapes.
Yeah, and to contact the person who was in the video to see if they were interested in purchasing the video before it became public. But one particular person contacted me to shop a particular video they were in possession of. That it exists, that it's real, that the other person in the video is very visible. Yes, this was actually in his Atlanta home, at a home he had in Atlanta at one point.
Sounds like there was probably a lot of hidden cameras as well. Is that what is being talked about?
It does seem that the person isn't like looking into the video, so it doesn't seem like they're active participant in the videotaping.
You can't hide skeletons in the closet forever who are desperately searching their memories as they delete their texts and data. Typically, the victim is lured into a situation where he or she is given a drink, reported by these victims, is apparently laced with something. Perpetrators perform all kinds of sexual acts on the victims as other people watch and enjoy the show, many times passing him or her around, and then leave the victim ashamed, confused, injured, and wondering what happened. Sometimes there are threats. When the victim reaches out, he or she is told not to say anything. Given the large volume of cases, and given our other docket obligations, I expect we'll start filing these cases against Sean Combs and other perpetrators within the next 30 days.
Because he believes he's innocent. He believes he's innocent.
Would you be open to a plea bargain?
Well, it's not up to me. It's up to Mr. Combs, and I don't see it happening. Mr. Combs feels he's innocent, which is why he's not going to plead guilty. He believes that he needs to stand up for his family and for everybody who's been targeted by the federal government. He feels an obligation to those people to say, you know what? Maybe I can break the model. And I think he probably is the only person I know of who might be able to.
Attorney Tony Busby shows no signs of backing down. He's vowed to not only hold Diddy accountable, but also expose the entire web of enablers who helped keep these horrors hidden. With over 120 victims, many armed with drug tests, medical records, and other evidence, Diddy's empire seems to be falling apart faster than anyone expected. Meanwhile, the Justin Bieber connection hasn't been forgotten. As more unsettling details emerge about his past ties with Diddy, fans have become increasingly concerned about Justin's health.
Had guardianship. He'd already been to the hospital. Think about that. And you still took Bieber there. You got custody of him first and gave temporary guardianship to the diddler for 48 hours. Diddy had already tried. Diddy trying to get it.
The rumors are that Diddy was running some kind of Epstein-type deal where he was filming everybody. Who knows what's real?
That's what Diddy's lawyers, I think, said. It was like that. These are just trumped-up charges, not true.
When Homeland Security invade your house,
you got problems
with dudes with.
Someone said that they weren't there to take stuff; they were there to delete everything.
Oh,
like
that's
the same
funny.
thing with Epstein.
Oh, that's funny. They never end. There's just layers upon layers upon layers. Genuinely love it when someone like Diddy gets caught, though. The glee that people have is weird. I mean, he had a lot of people at those parties, right? Well, if he really was filming everybody, you got a wild party. There's so many different stories.
What are you gonna do?
I'm not doing that.
We're not involved in them. I was never Diddy.
Telling jokes.
Like I told you.
Having fun.
That's it.
Yeah.
Smoking dope, cracking jokes, making.
Recent sightings of him with his wife, Hailey Bieber, showed the singer looking unusually thin, sparking worry among fans. The fact that these sightings align with the latest wave of allegations against Diddy has only fueled speculation. Bieber's relationship with the rapper is now under intense scrutiny, leaving many to wonder how deep the connection really goes. Fans are starting to wonder if these revelations are finally taking a toll on Justin Bieber. Hailey has been by his side, and at their recent anniversary dinner, it seemed she was subtly protecting him. Despite the constant media attention, the couple is doing their best to maintain some sense of normalcy. While Justin has stayed quiet about their anniversary, Hailey shared a few throwback photos from their 2019 wedding, perhaps trying to cling to happier times before these recent controversies surfaced. As the turbulence surrounding Bieber intensifies, it's also pulling other high-profile figures into the spotlight. Jay-Z's long-standing connection to Diddy is now under scrutiny. Although Jay-Z has a history of dodging controversy, old accusations, ranging from financial manipulation to violent behavior, are being dragged back into public view. With Diddy's scandal erupting, Some are questioning whether Jay-Z knew more about his former friend's activities than he ever let on. Fans are divided. Some believe Jay-Z is simply guilty by association, while others are demanding he be held accountable for any role he may have played, but Diddy's influence went far beyond music and Hollywood. Reports suggest he once tried to lure none other than Prince William and Prince Harry to his notorious parties, events known for chaos, excess, and debauchery. The idea that his lifestyle reached even into royal circles is yet another unsettling layer to a scandal that only seems to deepen the more we learn. Palace insiders swiftly intervened to ensure that Prince William and Prince Harry stayed far away from Diddy's notorious parties, especially during the prince's wilder younger years. Known for his charm, Diddy reportedly tried to lure the young royals into his inner circle, but the palace put a stop to it, steering them clear of any association. In hindsight, many see this as a bullet dodged, especially with Diddy now facing serious charges. Any connection to the rapper would have been disastrous for the monarchy. Incredibly, Diddy even aspired to secure an audience with the late Queen Elizabeth II, a goal that now seems absurd given his legal troubles. Once rubbing shoulders with the world's elite, his rapid fall from grace has been both dramatic and severe. What was once a life of glitz and glamour has now unraveled into a public spectacle of scandal and disgrace. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.